Hey guys, yeah, so this is just a quick update because I have had a few people message me about the entrance for Grasmere, obviously to come onto the estate. There's a guy that lives opposite the estate that parks his van there, and also he has his friends come and they'll work on their cars and they'll park their cars and kind of block up the entrance to the estate. The people contacted me to see, like, is there anything we can do? Maybe we should contact the council, this and this and this. So just to let everyone aware, I contacted the council to find out if our roads has been adopted. Now I spoke with a Stephen Pittaway, and he confirmed that the roads for the estate have in fact been adopted, and they were adopted on the 7th of August 2019. Now, with regards to the van and the guy parking his van there, the reason why I pushed this because I knew that you can't just ask someone to. Well, you can, but they don't have to legally have to move. He can park his car there if it's a public road. He can just park it there if he wants to. You can ask nicely, but whether he's going to is a different thing. But because our roads hadn't been adopted, or we weren't sure if they were adopted, that was actually going to give us some play, because if roads aren't adopted and then we're paying for the service for them to be kind of looked after, SDL, technically they're sort of semi-private, if you want to call it that. So we may have had recourse to kind of tell him, like, you're unable to park your vans on here and do whatnot. But because they're adopted, I don't think anything's going to be able to be done. I'm still speaking with that Stephen, still asked him the questions just to see if there is anything that can be done. I do think he's just going to say you can only ask him, if you will, which I will personally do. But again, just to clarify, I've already had a bit of a run-in with that guy, because he was coming onto the estate and smoking, and then he was throwing his sort of cigarettes into my bushes, and then and that one of the two beds on Grasmere's bushes as well on the side. So I had a word with him, and then his dad come out, and it was just a bit of a heated exchange. So whether he's going to do anything, it's a different thing. Moving on from that, I've also contacted Severn Trent, because this still has a bearing with SDL, because we now know the roads are adopted. Now I've contacted Severn Trent to see has the sort of waterworks and whatnot been adopted as well. So does that cover the culverts, the underground piping, anything like that on the estate? They come back and say yes. This then means that we have in fact paid for something that is no longer SDL's responsibility, even though we don't believe they do it anyway, but we shouldn't have paid for it because if it has been adopted. So still waiting to hear back from Severn Trent, so that's just chasing everything up on that. And that was just to inform everyone with what's going on and with regards to the roads and adoptions and whatnot.